Hello, welcome to Violet Shadow Tarot. Today we are going to be pulling general messages that need to come through. I will start with some oracles and then go to the tarot. We'll see where everything goes. These are timeless messages, so whenever they find you, they are meant to find you. They will not resonate for everybody, but if you did resonate with the title, then there are likely messages in here for you. So let us get started. What do we need to see? Stoicism. So it says peaceful, harmonious, receptiveness, and manifestation. What else do we need to see? Roots. So we have endowment, ancestry, memory, legacy, and tradition. And then we have, one flew. Let us see what this is. So this is uncover. Nostalgia, sentimentality, and memory. All right, so let's see where this is going. I'm going to use some of my personal deck to just pull keywords. So what do we need to see? Stoicism. This popped out. Take the wheel. Roots. One fell. Look up. What else do we need to see? And self-doubt. Okay, so let's keep going. See what we're going to be getting here. You're okay. My puppy will be making noises, so I apologize if it's loud. So we have healing wounds, the badger and ginkgo. And then what else? And then stagnation, the lizard and the pitcher plant. All right. So we're going to start pulling some tarot to get some more information. So already we kind of have something, this is kind of like a journey that it looks like. Like a journey within. This is a very, very big, like personal sort of reading in a way where it's talking about your own growth and your own, not necessarily your own mentality, but your own ways and where that comes from, kind of, is what I'm getting very strongly here. And this is talking about when we look at like the roots, it can be talking about something like ancestral, sort of long-term ancestral, like trauma or things that kind of pull over into your own like personal life. So spilling over from, you know, ancestral wounds and family and things like that. So let's see what wants to come out. So we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. We have nature, the seeds of life. Again, we have the roots and the seeds coming through. And then the Emperor in reverse. Okay. So this is like a slower, something that has gone on over a very, very long period of time. You're okay. Hold on just a minute. Let me give my puppy something else. He wants something he can't reach. Okay. Hopefully that will occupy him. I apologize about that. So like I was saying, this is like something that has been a long time coming, has been going on for a long time that still does affect you now. And maybe you're trying to figure out kind of where this is coming from, even again, like down the line, but you're looking deep within yourself for some sort of guidance and to heal yourself in a way where you can move forward and be in more of a, not powerful in a sense, but be in more of a, like a stronger, more confident type of an energy. So we have the karmic soul tribe, the family. And then we have the Queen of Wands also in reverse. And then we have the King of Cups in reverse. So this is, again, this is extremely deep. This is one of those readings that I would be able to do and just keep digging and digging and digging and digging to kind of get through stuff. And again, I feel like this is something that you yourself may be doing. You're just digging and digging. When we have the karmic soul tribe, again, this is talking about roots and long-term, like ancestral sort of things that continue to get passed down. The Queen of Wands in reverse and the King of Cups in reverse. These are, this is interesting right here. So when we have, so the Queen of Wands being in reverse, it talks about needing, like, it could just be like needing organization or fears that involve other people that break promises, or talking about people who break promises, like not being able to trust something. Maybe this is, and it may, with the King of Cups being here in reverse, it may be like emotionally, it could be like talking about emotional like availability or emotional like vulnerability. So like the need to kind of put some sort of organization or organize something again. And I think that this has to talk about you doing a deep dive into something for yourself, but it can affect you negatively. This can be talking about like destructive patterns from like other individuals or yourself. So maybe you're looking at yourself, because it's talking about taking the wheel, looking up, and then self-doubt. Maybe you're trying to kind of, again, gain confidence and figure out for your own shadow and your own, you know, what is this that I can take responsibility for, and what is this that I can like learn from to make better in the future, and what is this that's been passed down, you know, through no fault of my own, not my own actions, but has caused me to be living in a certain way, or having certain patterns for myself, or just inheriting, you know, something. So now we talk about the Hidden Wolf, which is the Mask card. Then we have the Shaman, and then we have the Sun. This is such a strong energy for you. I'm going to go ahead and let you know that, for one, even just being on this journey, this shows that you have so much inner strength and power, and I think that you know that you have more potential, possibly, or that you have potential in a way with the Shaman card being here, and then the Mask card underneath it. We're talking about people who can do shadow work and do, like, read tarot and do those sorts of things. So we're talking about you being able to do these sorts of things very, very strongly. You may be interested in that. You may be interested, you know, shadow work. You may be interested in helping other people. But this is talking about how you are going through something to try to make it maybe the potential to be able to do things, more confidently, and to do things in a way where you are constantly healing yourself and constantly looking within yourself to be able to help others. That's huge here. Shaman, we talk about shamans and the need to educate and the need to, like, you're constantly wanting to learn more, and this has this written all over it. Constantly wanting to learn more and constantly wanting to use this for a very positive thing. We've got a lot of cards here, I am not going to lie, that talk about the shadow aspects of things. But you, when we're talking about you, it looks like, again, your ability to see these things and then turn things around to a more positive sort of, to just reap more positive, like, light and energy and transformation throughout this. So that's huge. So this reading is definitely for people who have, and I apologize, my puppy is so loud right now, and I'm sure that it's picking it up. It doesn't always pick it up on the mic, but so I apologize for all of his noise. But yeah, I do see somebody with huge gifts, and this is going to be something that, honestly, you will never stop learning and never stop digging, and that's a good thing. But you want to kind of feel better within your abilities and feel better within yourself, to help people, I think, to help yourself and to help people. And like, that's huge. Like, I don't know if you're a reader yourself where you're already actively reading and you're just kind of, this is who you are and you want to keep doing it, and just being better again for yourself and for others, and just to keep learning and keep being able to learn things that you can also share. That's huge. And I'm honestly kind of honored to be reading for something like this, and because it's huge. It's such a big positive thing. With the Seven of Wands here on the bottom of the deck, I think that you're kind of, again, learning to, I think that you've had a lot of obstacles in your way, but you're kind of learning how, like, boundaries work, and maybe you're also teaching others boundaries. A lot of times you can talk about people who resonate with this sort of energy, how boundaries was a big issue for them, and learning how to do that is huge. And I think a lot of people can learn how to do that in a healthy way. Temperance being underneath it too, again, it's just reiterating that kind of energy, which is awesome. So that's great. Again, I'm honored to be able to read for something like this. This is huge. Let's go ahead and just get a little bit of advice. I kind of think that this is almost like a reading where it's like, hey, we see you. This is your confirmation. We see you. This is what you're doing. You're doing something good. And you were right about it. Thinking that you have the ability to do that. But let's see some advice here. Let's see some advice. The Eight of Wands in reverse. The Five of Coins in reverse. The Page of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Moon in reverse. I love this energy. This is the Hierophant in reverse under the deck. Let me move my coffee out of the way real quick. Okay, so this energy right here. We have the Hierophant in reverse. I think maybe finding what means something to you, finding what speaks to you, finding the ways to go about this that speaks to you, because this is something that will speak to you very deeply, like you feel very drawn to it, And I feel like trying to sift through, we have so many different ways these days, and whether this be like religious or spirituality, there's so many different like information. There's so much different ways of going about being spiritual and being connected and being whatever it is to you. I think finding the ways that speak to you most is huge. It's super important, and maybe that's something that you've struggled with, because it's kind of showing up as possibly being something that you've struggled with. That's going to be really important. Here with the Eight of Wands, the Five of Coins, the Page of Swords in reverse, and then the Moon in reverse, it's a lot of deep diving. Okay, and with the Eight of Wands reverse, you may be not really speaking about it. This is something that's you're having to do within yourself, because this is very, very, very much something that is personal. Like we said in the beginning, something that's personal in to you, and it's going to be different for everybody. The Five of Coins in reverse, this can be like, examining your values again. This is the overall energy that we've been getting, that I've been talking about. And I think that with this, what the advice, part of the advice is having an open mind about finding yourself, like being willing to explore, which I think that you are, but just remaining in that sort of headspace, in that sort of mentality where you're open to learning more and you're not rejecting of certain things. Maybe you can learn from something, even if it's not something that's for you, you can learn something from that. I think this is big. Again, I am honored to have this sort of a reading come up for me that I can share as a message to other people. So, like, it's again, it feels good to be able to be like a voice for this. And then the Moon in reverse, and then the Page of Swords in reverse. Again, we're getting into more like shadow aspects, looking deep within something. And we've already gotten this. This is kind of confirmation. So, you're definitely backed. You definitely have a strong ability, or strong abilities, not just a strong ability, but this is like, you can do shadow work. You can see things. You can help people. This is so big, but just continuing your journey, and the more that you learn, and the more that you're able to do that in whichever way that you feel, whether you yourself have a reading channel, or a helping sort of a channel, like a shadow work type of a channel, like on YouTube, or whatever you're doing, I think you're meant to do something with your abilities. This is just kind of reminding you how you can get rid of this self-doubt, which you're not going to ever get rid of it, especially if you're doing something like this, because you will get like negative energy that comes in, but not letting that get to you, just keeping that at a distance from you, and not letting it kind of get to your head, but like feeling more confident enough to be able to share your abilities is huge, and the continued journey of learning. So thank you so much. If you resonated with this, please do let me know. Hi, and I see you. And, again, I feel honored to read for somebody like this. If this is your reading, I applaud you. And I'm so glad that my energy connected with yours. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Interact in some way if you feel comfortable doing that, and to let me know that the message came through to you and you received that. And thanks again. I hope you have a very blessed day, and that I see you again soon.